Hello you guys, and welcome to the channel if you're new here. And if you're not new here, I want to say thank you so much for all of you guys that have already subscribed. We have hit 500 subscribers. But that is not why you clicked on this video. Today I want to talk about 10 things that I hope to instill in my kids as they grow, or more so like core values I hope they take with them into life. I have two beautiful, crazy, wild boys that are 3 and 5. So I've already started trying to teach them these things, but I will continue to do so as they grow, and hopefully they will take them into their adult life and keep going strong. So number one is I want them to definitely know that Jesus loves them. Besides mom and dad and grandma and all those other people that will always love them, nobody can love them more than Jesus. And I always want them to remember that. And I always want them to know that they have a place to go and they can always talk to Jesus. And he is a solid place to run to when they need something. And he always loves them unconditionally, no matter what. Number 2, always respect anyone and everyone. I don't care what race, what gender, what they got going on, but I want my boys to always respect every single person they come in contact with. I just want them to respect the earth, all animals, and all people. But in saying that they should respect everyone, that doesn't mean that they can't make proper boundaries for people that don't deserve their time and energy, but that's a whole different thing too. But just show respect to everyone, but you don't have to like hang out with everyone, if that makes sense. You can set boundaries. You need to know that as an adult too, because it took me a long time to learn that. Number 3, put family first. Now I heard this saying and it's not popular among everyone, but the family you come from is very, very important. But the family you create is even more important. And your wife, your kids, or your husband and your kids should always be coming before anyone else. And that's just my 2 cents. I won't get into anything else about that, but yes, put your family first in everything that you do. Number 4 kind of goes along with the respect one, is always be kind. And that's just smiling at someone as they pass, or just lending a helping hand when it's needed. And as I said, you can be kind to people with showing boundaries at the same time. Y'all know I've been through some things because I've been talking about boundaries a lot. Yes, I have, but that's for a different time as well. Number 5, that's a hard one, but it's super important, is always be honest no matter how hard it is. Like, if you know you messed up and you don't want to admit it, and you could kind of get away with blaming it on someone else or just not mentioning it all, I want my kids to still go ahead, be honest if they've made a mistake, and own up to it, man up to it, or woman up to it. I don't know. I'm not done having kids, but for now, my boys will man up to it. But yes, I think that being honest, what is it? Honesty is the best policy? There you go. Number 6 also goes along with that one. My dad used to tell me this when I was a kid, but more so when I was a teenager and things were more tricky and sticky and situations were harder, is always do the next right thing. When I got pregnant with my son is going to turn 6 next month. And when I found out I was pregnant, and I was so scared to tell my dad, I was scared he would get mad, which is not fair. Even he told me, he's like, why did you think I would get so mad? But anyways, he just told me, do the next right thing. And so I was still living at home. I had a job, but it wasn't like a crazy amount of money. And so I got on Medicaid and WIC, and, I got myself sturdy enough. And my husband and I, boyfriend at the time, because we got married like a year and a half after my son was born, but we moved into a place together, raised our babies together, and just kind of got ourselves in line after having things completely out of order. But you know how we did that is when we could And the best we could, we just kept trying our best to do the next right thing. And I'm going to let my kids know that life is hard and sometimes you're going to not know what to do in certain situations and you're going to find yourself in deep in some situations, but how to get yourself out of that is just doing the next right thing. Even if it's not for anybody else but yourself, just do the next right thing and you'll always be okay. Hopefully. Number 7, I didn't really know how to word this, but always be careful when dating. This especially for like teenagehood, early adulthood, is you always want to make sure nobody's using you. I don't want to say this too outwardly because this is like a family-friendly channel, but you don't want somebody using you for sex or money or just anything that you can do for them. And you definitely don't want somebody to not really be into you, but you be really, really into them. And so they know that they can use you because you want to keep them around, stuff like that. I just really want my kids to be careful in who they choose to date because, you know, I got super, super fortunate to have a baby with somebody that I actually loved and they actually loved me, and it worked out and it has turned into a beautiful marriage. I know a lot of people that are not that lucky, and I really pray for loving marriages and loving homes for my sons to be a part of one day. And I don't want something that they do as a teenager or as a young adult to jeopardize that for them. But kids are going to make their own decisions, and we're not going to be as involved as we hope to be as parents. Kids, adults, in between, they're going to do what they want, and mom's going to get called afterwards. But I just hope that I always have an open mind and an open heart and just stay very patient with the kids so they will always know that they can run to me no matter what. But, you know, I just want them to be aware that not everybody is out for their best interest, and so they've got to really be careful who they date and let into their heart. Number 8, and I will be on my boys about this. Cheating in any circumstance is never okay. I don't care if it's a board game, a math test, or a relationship. No cheating is ever okay. Now, if you do cheat, come clean, fix your mess, but I hope they just know in their heart, they'll be just knowing in the back of their mind, if they think about doing any kind of cheating of any kind, it's not okay. Number 9 is super important to me because my boys are goofballs and they're so funny, and they're homeschooled right now, and so they can be as weird as they want, and I'm probably going to join them, and they don't feel judged at all. But I just hope that the world does not change them, because they're going to be a part of co-ops and they're going to have little friends from church and just different places where they will socialize. And I just hope that they never change who they are for anybody else. I hope that people love them for the goofballs they are. And I hope they find some goofball buddies to hang out with, and so that they can continue to always feel confident in the little goofballs that they are. Because I'm a goofy goober and all my friends know it. And I've got this one friend who, when she's with me, she's real funny, but like she's real quiet around other people, and I'm still like pretty, not out there, but just like, I'm just myself. I'm gonna say what I think, and well, if it's kind and everything, but I'm gonna say what I think. And if I want to say something goofy, if I want to be a little loud, I'm still going to be, and I've embarrassed her in a lot of situations, but always stay yourself. The last one, in number 10, this is extremely important for my kids, myself, my husband, you guys. Follow your dreams. I don't know what that is. You might have had a dream as a kid and you just kind of pushed it down to be an adult and make the money where you need to make money. But always leave a little time for yourself to follow your dreams and do what makes you happy. And I'm trying to teach my kids that your dreams are going to be different. than your brother's dreams or my dreams or your dad's dreams, and you should stick to that no matter what it is. My oldest son, I asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he says he wants to build playgrounds. And I was like, you know what? That's really cool. And so if he's a 25-year-old man that's writing blueprints of playgrounds and popping them up for kids around the country, cool. That would be epic of him. My 3-year-old, not quite sure what he's into, but he's already drawing, and sometimes I can like totally make out what he's trying to draw, which is really cool for a 3-year-old, because I remember my oldest, when he would draw when he was little, it would just look like scribble scrabble. So my youngest might love to draw. He might be the blueprint drawer for my older son's playgrounds. You never know what they're gonna do. And so as their interests change, as they learn more things and do more different things, I want them to be honest with themselves and find that dream that they can chase and just go after it. Anyways, I kind of went on like little rabbit trails here and there, but I hope you see where I'm coming from, and I hope you see where my heart is, and I hope you guys subscribe and stay around, because I am just really excited to share what's in my mommy heart and what I've got going on in the future. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.